Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and still I rise. And I rise today, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the many persons who are peacefully protesting and demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. Peacefully protesting and demanding justice. But I also rise, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the many persons who may never protest, but believe that Breonna Taylor deserves justice. I rise, Mr. Speaker, because my heart is heavy. It is difficult to comprehend some of the things that are happening in this country. It is expected that there will be some announcement in the near future as to the fate of the officers who were engaged in the no-knock intrusion, a no-knock intrusion. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you and the world what justice for Breonna Taylor would look like. Justice for Breonna Taylor would look the same as it would if Breonna Taylor were of a different hue. She was an African-American female. She was in her apartment. She was not breaking the law. Justice for Breonna Taylor would look the same way it would look for Breonna Taylor if she were a white woman. A white woman in her apartment. A white woman not breaking the law. A white woman who had the police to intrude into her home, as it were, with a no-knock warrant. This is what justice would look like for Breonna Taylor. And at some point in this country, we have to acknowledge that there is a perception that there is a system of justice that is not blind, a system of justice that sees the color, and when the color of the person is known, justice can sometimes turn a blind eye. So today, I rise and I demand justice for Breonna Taylor, the same justice that she would get if she were a different hue, in her home, 26 years old, committing no crime. Same justice. And finally, if we continue to allow the perception to exist that injustice can be justified, it will not bode well for our country. I stand for peaceful protest, and I denounce any form of protest other than peaceful protest. I demand justice for Breonna Taylor. I yield back the balance of my time.